A lot of enterprises have asked the same thing, and it speaks to why for Alibaba, I think it's going to be an Everest-like uphill climb for them on the cloud, given some of those concerns. I view them as kind of a core number, maybe 3 or 4 player, but right now it's an Amazon-Microsoft cloud battle with Alibaba.
And Amazon has the pole position, don't they?
Oh, clearly. I mean, this is really their world and everyone else paying rent. In terms of where Bezos and Amazon have built AWS to this point, which speaks even on Jedi why they are on the pole position. But I will say Microsoft and Azure, as well as Alibaba and IBM, looking to gain.
Do you cover Alibaba? I'm just if Alibaba just got every single bit of cloud business in China, could it be the majority of revenues for Alibaba?
You know,
I mean, it's a huge market in and of itself.
Yeah.
You don't maybe need the U.S.
So the way we view cloud, if you look at cloud, we view over the next, let's call it 4 or 5 years, about 70% of the cloud deployments are going to be U.S. or we'll call it Europe, EMEA-based. China, there's no doubt. If you look at Alibaba in terms of that opportunity for them, just like the CEOs talked about, that's a huge opportunity for Alibaba. But in the scheme of cloud, where the opportunity is 30% of workloads going to 55% in the next 4 years, it's a 2-horse race right now with Amazon and Microsoft. And that's why this Jedi contract, $10 billion, biggest cloud deal ever, is going to be.
Defense Department
it's
contract.
a DoD contract, the Pentagon going to cloud. This is really going to be that sort of UFC match between Amazon and Microsoft.
You know what's interesting? The technology landscape, guys. We talk about the workers there. Google just had a very big moment with regard to addressing workplace issues there. A lot of folks within these tech organizations may not like the idea of working for a government entity like the Defense Department. I know that there are Microsoft employees. I know that there are some employees at Amazon who may have reservations about being so closely tied to the government. How does that play in? Does that affect an investment thesis at all from an analyst standpoint? Do you look at some of those cultural issues with regard to how they can fit with a government contract? Yeah,
we definitely do. And look, that's why Google pulled out of this battle. When with Jedi, they pulled out. When you look at sort of Microsoft, there have been some issues internally there as well as Amazon, but it comes down to HQ2. The reason they're going to Crystal City or Arlington, the big main reason is ultimately Jedi. You want 25,000 employees there for Amazon, heavily focused on Jedi. And I think fundamentally in Redmond and Microsoft, it continues to be one of those divisive issues, but fundamentally with the Pentagon and DoD spending $10 billion over the next decade, they're going to have to put some of that aside as they battle for this
Dom,
deal.
Crystal City's a 7-iron.
Oh, yeah, maybe a 5-iron.
Yeah, maybe a 5-iron for Dom.
Dan Ives from Wedbush, thank you so much about that cloud supremacy battle going on.